So, you're skinny and you want to be jacked. I've been there. Well, it turns out I have a one-size-fits-all solution to give you juicy biceps. That's not true. There's no one-size-fits-all solution. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows that's not how it works. In fact, every person is different, and every workout needs to be tailored to that specific person. In fact, the only way to figure out what's gonna work for you is to try 100 different things, 100 different diets, 100 different workouts, and see what fits. Now, this is what I did for years before I actually decided to do a real split that was actually a programmed workout. So what I'm doing now is I'm actually on a powerlifting split. This was written for a friend of mine by another friend of mine. So it actually was not specifically tailored to me. I don't think I would suggest that that's how you go about it, but I will say that because I tried this before with the guy that it was written for, I know that it works because he walked me through it and I was able to make some crazy strength gains. I have had the experience already of success with this split, so I'm gonna try it again. Now I have a couple goals in mind. I hope to hit a 405-pound squat. I hope to be able to hit a 250-pound bench. I don't really have a goal in mind for deadlift, but I hope to break 430. So as it stands, my squat is 365 pounds, my bench press is 245 pounds, and my deadlift is 425 pounds for a total of 1,035 pounds. Now, I will say, my biggest leap is going to be on the squat. 365 to 405, that's a pretty big jump. But for some reason, I feel like I have more in the tank with that lift than I do with the others. I'm looking at only a 5-pound jump on the deadlift and bench press. And here's the thing. I do kind of still consider myself a bodybuilder. I'm 185 some odd pounds. I think I'm probably about 12 to 15% body fat. I stay crazy shredded all the time. That's just kind of what I am genetically. And that's, if you're a skinny guy, if you're a hard gainer, if you're an ectomorph, you're gonna be in the same camp. But I like the idea of doing a powerlifting split because it forces my metabolism in a way that other workouts don't. So when I've done a bro split, even if I work out crazy hard, I still somehow can't consume as much as I do when I do a powerlifting split. Now this consumption, this idea of your eating patterns, as you know, is incredibly important. So the way I feel is that the work precedes your ability to eat as an ectomorph, okay? So unfortunately, you have to get used to pushing yourself crazy hard before your body's gonna be able to eat an immense amount of food. That's what I found for myself anyway. Essentially, by doing this powerlifting split, I'm pushing myself far beyond my limits physically, and I'm therefore able to consume a lot more food. Last time I did this split with my buddy, I was able to eat 8,000 calories per day for over 2 weeks. It was really difficult, but I will say that I would never be able to consume food like that if I weren't pushing myself to my absolute limit physically. Now, I will say, as far as food goes right now, personally, I have a different plan in mind. I hope to eat what I've been eating and stay consistent. I think I'm probably averaging 4,000 to 4,500 calories right now. And I'm gonna try to stay there and see what happens to my body as I continue to push really hard with this program. Now, if I don't start to see strength gains soon, I will up the calorie intake. So now let me get into the nitty-gritty of the split and tell you exactly what's supposed to happen in the next month. So essentially the rep schemes change from higher reps to lower reps until you reach that 1 rep max at week number 4. So this is a month-by-month program. So the rep schemes are as follows. Week 1, you're doing 30 as a warm-up, then 12, 10, 8, and 6. Week number 2, you do 30 as a warm-up again, but you go down to 10, 8, 4, and 2. So you're getting real close to your max there, but you're still about 10% off. For week number 3, 30 reps as a warm-up, 5 reps, 5 reps, 5 reps, 5 reps. And then the week number 4 is your max week. I will say, this concept of
saving energy is incredibly important. So in my head, I was always thinking, I'm a hard gainer. I lose weight quickly. My metabolism's too fast. I have to not work too hard, right? That's kind of always been my mindset. I mean, you're fighting for every single calorie you eat. But what this powerlifting split does is it allows you to eat a tremendous amount, first of all, and it allows you to stay at a low output level for at least 3 weeks out of a 4-week period. So even though you're working every muscle group twice a week, you're actually not working quite as hard as you think you are. I think overtraining and lack of rest is such a big deal in this industry. And it's a huge blank spot. And I'm not saying that every single guy you watch is on roids, okay? But what I am saying is that a lot of the big influencers that you're gonna watch are not gonna talk to you about rest, because a lot of the drugs that you take in this industry make up leaps and bounds in that area. So if you're cycling the proper thing, you don't need the rest that a natural guy needs. So that's kind of always been my concern as someone who's 100% natural. I'm afraid of overworking and not resting enough. But I think this split really does a good job of mathematically forcing rest. Instead of thinking you have to take rest days periodically, you're working out 6 days a week, but you're only at 70%. Thanks for watching. For now, I'm gonna keep you updated on my big lifts. I'm gonna make sure you know if I hit those goals. Stay strong, fam.